Hey Cancer, welcome to your love and romance reading for June 2021. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I see from time to time in the comments a lot of people are sick and tired of love readings. I'm sorry, my dears. You came to the right channel, you just clicked on the wrong video if that's the case. Every week I do forecasts for all the zodiac signs where we talk about everything except for love. Once a month I do a love reading, and that's what this is right here. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay? Love and Romance, June 2021. One more shuffle here. Okay, let's get right on into it, my darlings. Okay, so your first card here is... Oh, and before I forget, happy birthday, Cancer. We'll be coming into Cancer season in June, so happy birthday to those of you Cancers already, my dear. So we have the first card here, which is the Sun card. This is promising. This is wonderful, happy energy to get started off with here. The Sun card traditionally is going to be seen as like true love, freedom, happiness. For me in my readings, it's the opposite of a codependent relationship. It's a relationship where you're free to be yourself. You don't have fears or worries. You're not freaking out if you call them or text them, they don't get back to you right away. You're not worried that they're going to ghost you or that they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. Like, there's trust there, and vice versa. They're the same way with you. There's trust. There's freedom to be yourself. There's playfulness. There's fun, energy, true love, soulmate connection here. Now, the major arcana cards for me when they come up in a love reading, especially when it's the first card out the gate, it tells me that there's a very strong past life connection between these two people, and that they have a contract, they have an agreement. They agreed to meet in this lifetime for a specific reason. Okay? And so when I look at the major arcana card, it tells me what that reason is. And this is freedom, playfulness, love. This is the ability to be yourself. So Cancer, if you feel you've been in relationships in the past where you've had to like stifle yourself, or you've had to edit yourself, or you couldn't be yourself, or there wasn't trust, or there was insecurities or jealousy, you're breaking out of that. Okay, so either you have a partner who's stepping up and working on this with you, or you're manifesting a new relationship where that's the kind of relationship you're calling in. That's the kind of relationship you're going to have. But also the emotional intimacy, right? We're talking about love here. We're not just talking about the aesthetics of the relationship, or like putting on this image of a relationship, right? Especially today on social media, we see, I'm sorry, well, we see a lot of, I don't know, I don't want to say, I don't want to offend anybody, but you know, sometimes we see pictures that some of them are genuine, but you can tell sometimes when certain couples are posing, and you can just tell, like when you look, you're just like, oh my gosh, like okay, like people are really trying hard to convince the world that they're really happy in this relationship. You know, it's not a fake relationship. It's not something that you're doing for the Insta, for the gram. It's not something that you're doing for TikTok. Like, there's real love here. There's real connection here. You guys are too busy being happy together and having fun together to worry about assuring everybody else about how happy you are. So there could be even here that you're kind of disappearing with this person. They're like, hey, Cancer, I don't see much from you. I don't hear much from you anymore. What's going on? What are you up to? You're busy being happy. You're busy living life, okay? The next card here, my dears, is the Six of Wands. And this is overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges. This is victory. Okay? This could be beating out the competition. So if you are in a situation where there's somebody, and especially those of you who are kind of like manifesting a new relationship, this person may have had many other options in the form of people chasing after them, right? Doesn't mean they're a player. It's not their fault if they have a bunch of people chasing after them. But it could be something here like where they're choosing you. Like out of everybody who's chasing after them, they're choosing you. And Cancer, you may even be in this energy where you're like, I'm not going to make a fool of myself. I'm not chasing after anybody, right? I might express a little bit of interest, but I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not thirsty. And so some of you are having you're kind of like laying back, or like just kind of keeping it cool, and this person is choosing you. I'm hearing dark horse. Some of you might be seeing you like a dark horse, where they're very surprised all of a sudden this person is with you, or like, where did you come from? Like, who the heck are you? Right, like you just kind of came up out of the shadows. um Dark horse is an expression. It's a racing term, where like people bet on horses, but every so often there might be a certain horse that nobody was betting on, nobody was even considering, and it comes up out of nowhere and it takes first place, right? So some of you, this is how people are viewing you in this person's life. They're like, do you guys know who that who is Cancer? Do you guys have you ever heard about do you know who he is? Do you know who she is? Have you ever heard about them before? Like you just kind of came up out of nowhere, and you took the crown, you took the prize. This kind of energy, or this kind of situation. I do feel, and I'm not trying to be a negative Nelly here, don't get mad at me. I do feel some of you are in a relationship where there's been challenges in this relationship, because there have been people outside of the relationship like trying to convince this person not to be with you. And typically when something like that happens, it's like there's can be selfish motives, right? Like maybe family doesn't want to lose control of the person. They don't like that they're in a relationship. But I feel something is happening where your partner is starting to shut down those negative influences, or putting up better boundaries, where it's like, well, this is my relationship and you can't really like come into it. And I feel something very specific is happening, because Six of Wands for me sometimes is like a vindication, a validation, like a truth being revealed, that somebody told a really big lie about you, and now like you're like vindicated. Like, aha, see, there's proof that person was lying. So I feel something might be coming to the surface where those of you who are in a relationship, your partner's realizing, oh wow, wow, I cannot believe that this person had the audacity to tell such a nasty lie. I don't want to say they didn't believe you, because if they didn't believe you, they wouldn't still have been with you. There may have been little fears in their mind, or they may have thought, well, maybe it's a misunderstanding. Maybe this person misunderstood and they're just looking out for me. But I feel it's coming out that it was just a flat out, bold faced lie. And I feel like that's the thing that's making your partner be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done listening to this person. I cannot believe that they would come in and intentionally try to create drama and tell such a terrible lie. So don't feel like you have to do convincing. The truth is going to come out. For those of you that have people who are being mean and nasty, and, being very dirty here, and telling lies and things like this, the truth is going to come out. And those people are going to be eliminated. Those people are going to be like cut out of the situation. So I do feel there's like a vindication here. And oddly enough, that lie that the person told to like tear you guys apart is bringing you closer together, because your partner is like, babe, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that they would do something so terrible, right? So I knew I could trust you. I just thought maybe it was a misunderstanding, but I can't believe they'd stoop that low. So somebody may have done something to try to break you guys apart, but it's actually bringing you guys closer together. Okay? The next card here is the Lover's card. There could be a Gemini in the mix here, because Gemini is associated with the Lover's card, but it's another major arcana card. So big shifts, big changes, big moments of growth, romance, choices, decisions. I feel someone is choosing you, or the two of you are choosing that despite the difficulties and despite the challenges. We're going to see this relationship through. We're going to figure out what sacrifices we need to make. We're going to figure out what we have to work on. But we're going to do this, and we're going to make this happen. That's the energy and the feeling that I'm feeling here around this card. I feel that some of you are coming out and saying something to your partner, like um an epiphany or revelation that you've had about yourself, or it could be vice versa. It could be something that your partner has discovered about themselves, that they were kind of worried that, oh, if I tell Cancer, they might not want to be with me anymore. Or you might have been worried, Cancer, that if I tell my partner, they might not want to be with me anymore. They might kind of think like I'm changing too much, or they might not like the direction I'm wanting to go in. For some reason, with this particular Lovers card, look at how intently they're looking at each other. Like there's emotion there, there's feeling there. There's like, I'm listening, tell me, I'm here. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Kind of energy. So I feel like oh gosh. There's a really sweet song that just popped up in my head. It's by all people, believe it or not, Alanis Morissette. I know people hear Alanis Morissette and they think of the You Oughta Know song, and it's like total opposite of the song that's popping up in my head. But it's called You Owe Me Nothing. And I can't remember the exact words, but it's like, if there's something you need to confess, if there's something you need to tell me, like tell me and I'll hold it. I won't judge you. I won't walk away from you. Like I will hold it for you. I will carry it for you. And that's the feeling and the vibe that I'm getting here from this Lovers card. It's like you're getting it off your chest, or they're getting it off your chest and their chest, and you guys are becoming closer through it. Okay. For those of you who are single, you're manifesting this kind of relationship. This person is not judging you for your past. This person is not judging you for your family. This person is not judging you for previous relationships. And some of you have been kind of editing or hiding certain parts of yourself because you felt like you weren't going to be able to have a relationship if you didn't. And this person who's coming in is like, no, I honor that. I respect that. I accept that, you know? And so I feel, Cancer, like you guys are, through embracing this authenticity, you're manifesting a very deep and real bond here, a very significant soulmate, a very significant connection. Okay. I look at this card and I see a lot of love, a lot of love. The next card here, my darlings, is the Magician. Wow, this is really interesting. I feel there's significant Gemini energy here, Cancer. Significant Gemini energy. Okay? Because the Lovers is represented is a representing Gemini. And the Magician represents Gemini and Virgo. So for some of you, there could be a Virgo aspect. But now we have like this emphasis of Gemini energy with these two cards back to back and these major arcana cards coming in back to back. When major arcana cards come in back to back in my readings, it's like massive shift, massive growth, massive change, life-changing things that are happening. And so I feel like as you're going through these massive changes, these massive growths, you've manifested this relationship where this person is going through the changes with you, right? They're going through the cycles with you. They're going through the growth with you. They're on the journey with you. A Magician card can indicate manifesting. So this could be a manifestation partner where you guys are working together to manifest what you want in the future, and you're aligning and coming together to manifest. I have a really interesting, really interesting message I'm picking up on here, which is really specific. But as I'm looking at this card, I feel like some of you are manifesting more romance and more love in your life, even those of you who are in an existing relationship. But I feel like a representation of that manifestation is that those of you who have been in a relationship already, long time committed, or already married, I'm hearing renewal of vows. And when the renewal of vows is happening, it's happening in a very special, very spiritual, very public kind of way. So I feel like there's this really beautiful ceremony that's being planned. It almost feels to me like a hand fasting. And so you're coming together with this person and you're having this ceremony, you're having this hand fasting or renewal of vows. And it's being done in a very expressive, very heartfelt, very beautiful, and like kind of fancy kind of way here. So I do feel like some of you are manifesting this romantic union, or like solidifying the union and calling romance back into it. Those of you who are calling in a new person, I feel you're calling in a sense of romance, a sense of commitment, a sense of beauty into this relationship. The next card here, my dears, is the Eight of Cups. Now, I know this can be a scary card because some of you are seeing this and thinking that it means that you're going to move on or the other person's going to move on. And even though sometimes Eight of Cups can indicate that we're not satisfied and we're not searching for something, the Eight of Cups comes in with a very beautiful heads up. I'm not going to call it a warning, because warning is like something scary is going to happen. And Eight of Cups is not about something scary happening. But Eight of Cups comes up to let us know that everything, or at least for me in my readings, everything you wished for, everything you asked for, everything you've been working towards, you're gonna get it. It's gonna happen. You're gonna receive it. And you're gonna be super happy. But the happiness might feel a little short lived. And then you start second guessing it. You start questioning it. Like, oh man, I'm happy that this happened, but it didn't change my life the way I thought it was going to change my life. And it didn't make me feel the way I thought it was going to make me feel. So maybe I'm with the wrong person. Maybe this isn't my soulmate. Maybe I'm meant to be with somebody else. Or maybe I'm not going to be happy until we get married, or we have a kid, or another kid, or we buy a house, or we move, or you start questioning that something is missing. And so the heads up that the Eight of Cups gives us is that you're going to forever feel like something is missing until you make a spiritual connection. You have to have a relationship with God, with universe, with higher self. As long as you have that relationship in place, you're going to be able to feel full. You're going to be able to feel satisfied with what you've manifested. Otherwise, we fall into this manifestation trap where we feel like, well, I must have manifested the wrong thing, or I must have chosen the wrong thing, or this person or this relationship must have been a false alarm. I thought it was a manifestation, but I guess it wasn't. And the Eight of Cups is like, no, 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 no. You manifested. You have good things going on here, but you have to make your relationship with God. Otherwise, we feel something is missing and we think it's because we manifested the wrong thing. So everything you asked for is coming in. Everything you wanted is here. This is love. This is commitment. This is beauty. This is romance. So it's now is going to be the time to make sure that you're establishing a relationship with higher power, that you're within that spiritual connection so that you can fully enjoy everything you've worked so hard to call into your life. Okay? You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, as well as your Venus, if this is neither of those. You may want to check out or schedule a private reading. If you would like a private reading with me, you can schedule one at calendly.com/amethystangelite. Don't forget the weekly forecasts. I know love and romance is a big part of the human experience. We all want it. It's a part of being human. But don't forget about the other areas of your life. Be sure to check out the weekly forecasts as well. And podcasts will be regular again soon, guys. I promise. I'm working on it. A lot's been going on with my family. I've been traveling a lot. I'm in the middle of relocating. I've had guests. It's been chaos. So I'm trying to get stable again, trying to get back on schedule again. But that manifestation podcast will be the next topic, and I will get regular with the podcasts again soon. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, Cancer.